Oh my goodness, it was so beautiful. One of my favorite Zeppelin tracks ever. And you could have got it so wrong, and you got it so right. I love those pinch harmonics you put in there. That was just amazing. So is that just the three of you?
That's just the three of us. Yep.
Wow, Greg, that sounds amazing. What guitar were you using, an amp?
Well, I used on that particular recording, I used my Reverend signature Gristle Master guitar,
Of
which has
course.
my fancy Fishman pickups in it. So that guitar for me is like Telezilla. It just, it allows me to get everything you'd want out of a Telecaster, but it also has the ability to get a bit of a boost on it. And it is also devoid of any of the kind of 60 cycle hum or squeals that you might get with a more traditional type Telecaster. So it's been a very usable workhorse for me. And that's my main gigging device. So when we were on the road, last summer, I was using two of my signature Koch amps, which is a Dutch company with my same last name that I did a signature amp with. And I used two of those in the studio. But basically, I just set them kind of clean. And then I kicked over the top with this overdrive pedal I've had for years called the Gristle King. It's a clean
Of
boost
course.
overdrive.
Oh.
And that's what I use to get a little bit of the paste, if you will, the gristle, as it's been spoken of in the scrolls. And then for that little Leslie effect, I was using the Neo Instruments ventilator, which is a German constructed device that simulates the Doppler effect of our friendly neighborhood Leslie speaker. And I think I got a little delay happening there with our friendly neighborhood jam delay llama pedal. And that's it. And Toby's using
Was what about the amp? I mean, were you using your signature amplifier for that one as well?
Yeah, I was using two of them, as a matter of fact, back then. I'm not using those anymore. I've decided to move on. I'm using more of kind of a Marshally thing with our friends at Tone King. I use a Tone King Royalist now, which is really doing the trick for me. So I've been in.
What's it based? What's it based on? You mentioned Marshall. What's it based on? So, old Plexi or something like that, or?
Yeah, so it's a single 12 combo, and it's got two channels, and you can have the channel be voiced as a JTM 45, a 1970 Plexi, or like a 1974 Plexi.
Oh.
So I have and then there's attenuators for both channels. So if I'm just using the amp and without any pedals or anything, and I just want to go between one channel and the next, I'll use the one channel on a JTM 45 setting and set it on about volume on 4. Second channel, I'll put it on the 1970, channel, and then I'll crank that to about 8 or so, and then kind of go back and forth. But what I do now is I use the JTM 45 setting. I don't use the attenuators. I just keep it on maximum power, which is 45.
Oh my God.
And then but I only have it on about 3, and then I kick it over the top with my pedals. And over here, when I'm in Deutschland, where they typically go crazy when you're too loud, I just turn the amp around so I have it facing backwards, because then you're not destroying the crowd, but I can still get that, and I keep it up high so it's near my head. And so we've been doing it where it's kind of like off, so it's blaring off diagonally side stage, so that it's not really killing anybody other than the corner. And then I can hear it fine, and I can also make sure that the tubes are glowing with the proper intensity, and then they mic it up and away it goes. But a lot of times we play in clubs where they don't need to really do much in terms of miking anything other than the vocals, because we just kind of self-balance. But obviously in larger venues they need to mic stuff up, but when we're in the smaller joints, we can just get away with doing our thing, and it's organic and juicy.
We love small joints, don't we? We really do. That sounds great. All big ones are even better, but so it goes. Look, you're doing a tour in the UK. I'm going to see if we can test you on some of these, if you know where these places are. You're going to look at me because when I mentioned where you lived, I had to look it up on the internet. I thought I have no idea where it is. It's sort of, yeah, you're right. It's near Chicago, isn't it? So that sort of way. Hence, that's great music sort of town. Did you play much in Chicago when you were growing up and learning the ropes?
Yeah, a fair bit. I used to do a bunch of recording sessions down there, actually, because back in the day, that was really kind of jingle Central, where a lot of ad agency work was. So I started going down there and doing TV spots quite a bit. Actually, that was one of the reasons why my in-laws finally were like, oh, maybe he's not such a loser. Is when we visit over Christmas, and one of the commercials came on, and it was for a car commercial, and my guitar was right out front and center. I was like, oh, I played on that one. Ooh, really? So yeah, I've done a fair bit of gigging over there in the years, doing some sessions, clinics. The first Fender clinic I ever did was in Chicago, and so yeah, a lot of stuff down there in Chi-Town.
Woohoo! Very nice, very nice. Me being English, I know nothing about American towns and cities and stuff like that. You being American, I'm guessing it's pretty much the same for you in England. So we're going to find out anyway. So
all right, bring it.
30th of September, Monday night. There's nothing else to do on a Monday night anyway. So you may as well get out. You may as well come and see one of the greatest guitarists in the world. He's at Canterbury. It's called the well, you're doing a couple of sessions there. You've got a rig rundown there first. I don't know where that is. Just says Q&A. It may be in the same place, but you're at the Penny Theatre in Canterbury that night. Do you know anything about Canterbury?
I do. I know it's a place where I just had it. Is it Thomas Beckett, right?
It is. That's right. He was from Canterbury. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. There was some malfeasance going on down there. So Canterbury Tales, all that kind of stuff. Beautiful.
That's it.
I went there once before because Dudley, who books our tour, he's from there. And then another buddy of mine named Jamie Crompton, who was the artist relations guy for Fender back in the day. I traveled with him quite a bit. He's got a place in Canterbury. So
wow, it's the place to be. Dudley Ross has been on the show a few times, and we know him very well. In fact, I got hold of him because he did a Jeff Beck tour when
exactly
Jeff passed away.
Right.
Me being a bit of a Beck fan, as you can probably tell, I've got the T-shirt on, which I'm showing at the moment.
Yes.
I got this at one of Jeff's gigs. So yeah, I never got to meet the guy, unfortunately, but yeah, I saw him live. So you're in Canterbury. That's great. That's on the 30th. On October the 1st, you're at Comedia in Brighton. I've played down there as well. There's a little comedy club on the other side of it. So what you could do is that you could play a gig in Comedia and then go round to the comedy one and do your comedy show. Because if it doesn't work out as a guitarist, Greg, you've got the comedy to fall back on, man. So you'll be fine there.
People sometimes will post that just like, oh, you should have pursued comedy, or maybe you should. I'm like, oh yeah, let's take away the finger hold I have on the ledge of the music industry and go into maybe the only other industry which is harder to succeed in than that.
Yes, I think you're probably right there. I think you're probably right. But there we go. That's in Brighton. Brighton's the gay capital of England.
Oh, really?
Down there. So yeah, it'd be fantastic. Fantastic. Fancy getting together that night? No, well,
yeah, all welcome.
Oh, there we go. All welcome. That's great.
Gigs. And
it's the place to be. It's the San Francisco of England. There we go. Go for it. Okay, so moving on, October the 2nd, you're in a place called London. London. You ever heard of that, Greg, in American? London.
What's the Roman stronghold at some point in time?
Probably, but it's now the capital of England. Can you do a London accent?
I don't want to torture people with my British accent.
No, you're probably not a good idea, is it? Okay, so you're doing a rig rundown. I guess probably at the same place you're playing. You're playing at the Half Moon. It's a big reputation there. They only have the biggest names there.
Last time we played there, we sold it out, which was pretty awesome feeling to have. And so I'm hoping we're going to do the same. So this rig rundown thing that we're doing is we're going to have people show up a little earlier to the same venue, and they can ask me questions about this, that, and the next thing. I'm going to show them my equipment and just kind of shoot shit. And can I say that, or am I going to get fired for using that language?
Well, you've just been fired. That's it. You're off. You're off air. Okay, you've ruined my show. I'm off air now. I've lost my job. Thanks to you. No, I'm kidding. No, carry on, man.
So that's going to be good times. That was fun last time. I'm looking forward to having fun. And actually, our buddy Guthrie Govan came out last time that we played there and made the scene. And so we're looking forward to hopefully seeing some of our musical compatriots that live in that area to come on out and cause trouble.
That would be a bit cool, wouldn't it? Okay, so that's the Half Moon, October the 2nd. October the 3rd, that's a Thursday night. Again, nothing else to do on a Thursday night. May as well go and see Greg. It's at the String Bar and Venue in Newport. Now, I believe Newport may be in Wales, but my geography is not that good. That's another country. We're in England.
Right.
Wales is another country. So yeah, that's where we are. And then on October the 4th, my birthday, October the 4th, you're going to come all the way back across the country. It's a big, long journey, okay, all the way to Norwich, the greatest city in the world, okay? Come and visit the castle. Okay, we've got a massive, massive castle here. I got married in the middle of the castle.
No way.
That's how wonderful it is. Yeah, I did. It's fantastic. If you get the chance to, there's a lovely little street called Elm Hill. They do lots of movies down there and stuff like that. It's very picturesque, very oldie worldy and stuff like that. And there's some good breweries around here as well. So try a pint of Wherry. A Wherry. It's a proper ale, British ale. Okay. If you're not used to ale,
I don't actually imbibe in alcohol anymore. It's been many years. I like to say it.
Dearie me. Okay. Okay. A line of Coca-Cola for you then. Okay, let's do that then instead. Okay, that's October. October the 4th at the Brickmakers in Norwich, a fantastic. It's one pub music venue of the year many times in the UK. It's a great little venue. You'll enjoy it there. It's very intimate, very close. People are right in your face. You'll like that. You'll like that. So yeah, and they're all standing there, and they'll all sort of harass you while you're on stage, throw things at you. Yeah. So, have you seen Roadhouse with Jeff Healey in it?
I lived it.
You're about to live it again. No, I'm kidding. It's quite a subject. That's right. That's right. October the 5th, the Victoria in Swindon. So that's across the country again. God, you're putting some miles in, aren't you? Swindon, October. That's on a Saturday night. On Sunday the 6th, you're at the Electric Theatre in Guildford, which I believe is sort of Kent way. So that's another big journey for you guys. Oh no, it's not. No, it's southwest London. No, it's not quite so bad. So, say that again.
I think it's down by Surrey, right? In Guildford.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, I've got yes, it is. It's Surrey. You're right. God, you know better than I do, and I live in the country. Okay, Monday, the 7th of October at the Brook in Southampton. Okay, there is a port in Southampton, so if you get fed up and want to go home, you can jump on a ship and go back to America on there. But I'm sure you won't, because you'll be loving it over here.
I think we're going to have a good time.
On October the 8th, Tuesday night, again, nothing else to do, is that you're doing a rig rundown, and you're also playing at Whitney at Fat Lil's. I don't know Fat Lil. Have you ever met Fat Lil?
No, but I'm looking.
Oh, you're not? Okay. Yeah, she's a bit of a handful, I hear.
As weight challenged, Elizabeth, because I guess that's nicer, right?
Yeah, we've all been there, Greg. We've all been there.
It's difficult because you know what?
Right, you know,
and dieting sucks. That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, it does. Eat cardboard and paper, and that's it. That's all you can have. But you're looking well on it, mate. I mean, how tall? You're what, 6'7", aren't you?
I'm 6'7". Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness me, a giant of a man, if that's the case. And you're only 11 stone, aren't you? Is that all you are?
I don't know. I don't know the stone thing. I should probably know the stone.
Oh God. What do you do? What do you do out? You don't kilograms, do you?
No, pounds.
Pounds, of course you do. I know. I have no idea what I am in pounds. So yeah. Come on. You're Fat Lil's, Whitney, October the 8th. October the 9th. You get bored of this already. I'll do it quickly. Wednesday, October the 9th. You're in Birmingham at the Jam House.
We've been there before. That's a good one.
It's not good if you're on a diet at the Jam House, because jam is very fattening. Okay, so I avoid that place. But on Wednesday night, you'll be there. They're looking good, looking good. October the 10th, you're at Greystones in Sheffield, which is famous for its shit. It's steel.
I believe we've been before as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, well, Sheffield is famous for steel, but it's also famous for Def Leppard as well, which I'm sure you'll have come across the band Def Leppard. Yeah, they come from Sheffield. So yeah, you mentioned Def Leppard, everyone will love you there. So you have got a complete and utter full diet. If I want to go buy tickets for every single gig that you're going to, that you're going to be doing, where do I go to buy these tickets for your gigs?
Well, you certainly go to my website at gregkoch.com and click on the tour dates, and all of the links are, I believe, valid at this point, where people can click and buy their tickets, and the rest will be history. And
that's what we like. Now, look, because people are going to be asking me, how do you spell Greg Koch? And let's do it phonetically, and let's do it guitar phonetically. Okay, so G is for guitar. That's an easy one, isn't it? Okay, R, R. Randy Rhodes. There you go. There's double R there. Oh, Rickenback. Yeah, nice one. E. Eddie
E.
Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen.
Nice.
There we go. Okay, there's another G in now. Another G.
George Harrison.
George Harrison. Greg Koch. There we go. There we got that as well. Okay, so then we got the next part of your name is K. That's a difficult one. Keith Richards.
There we go.
Mark Knopfler. There you go. You should have had that.
Perfect.
You should have had that. Got it, haven't I? O is next.
And Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne, double one there. I like that bit of metal for you there. We said Randy Rhodes, so Ozzy Osbourne. It's only fair. C.
Clapton.
Clapton. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. What was I going to say? Charlie Christian. There you go. 2 for that.
Good one.
Yeah, got that. Okay. And then H at the end.
What
was that? Say it again.
Hank Snow.
I don't. Who's Hank Snow?
He was a country jazz phenom.
Oh, was he? Okay, I'm not up with him. I was going to say Hank Marvin, but yeah, I think he beat me to it. There we go.
Oh, for our English situation,
we have to. And is that .com? Is it GregKoch.com?
It is. Dot.
Okay. .com. That's what we like. So we go on there. What else can we see on there, Greg?
Well, there's all kinds of things that are profane. Actually, everything's pretty tame on there. You've got various different links to some YouTube goodness. All my various records are on there. All my merch. There's a link to all the stuff, instructional stuff I've done for True Fire, instructional things, all manner of different propaganda and merchandise have found their home at Greg Koch.
It's sick in the nicest possible way. It's hardcore, Greg Koch. That's all I can say.
It is so hardcore.
Absolutely, I love it. Let's put a record on of yours, okay? Because I'm getting withdrawal symptoms from not hearing you for ages and ages. Another track off the album now. I tell you what, bit of funky stuff and a bit of a funky vibe on this. I think you pronounce it Sugaboo. Have I got that right?
That's right.
In fact, why don't you announce this track?
Well, this is a funky little morsel that we came up with and put the healing touches on it when we were in Oregon someplace, and we needed a name. And I have kind of got a strange fascination in kind of a tongue-in-cheek, facetious way with Dua Lipa. And so she's got that one tune where she says, "My sugar boo." And so we called this tune Sugar Boo.
Let's put it on.
In any way, shape, or form with Dua Lipa.
Okay, if you say so. Let's go for this then.